Yes, viewers. I have to get this out of the way first. Uh, I know, I know it has been a few days or weeks. I'm not even sure because I haven't kept count. My 122nd horror anime story for Season 1, Part 1, Master of the Tentacles. That one is what I'm speaking about. I know it's been a few days. I have been dealing with a few things, but we won't talk about that. That's private information. You guys don't need to know that, as I respect all yours private informations. Anyways, it's been a few days, but I would like to announce that this is the final part 2, season 1 of my 122nd horror anime story. There's only one season. I finished it up like 2 days ago or whatever. Can't remember. But what I also discovered in these boxes in my room is that I didn't take all my horror anime stories with me. And I just figured out there's a lot of space for more. So that's a good thing, because I'm in, you know how they say, like, if somebody's addicted to alcohol, they're alcoholic, or whatever it's called. Anyways, just like me. You know, the horror anime universe and the anime universe in general is pretty good. And my animes count as horror animes, so they're in the horror anime universe as well, / anime universe. But counting all mine, there's a lot of animes in the world now. And yeah, these things, like this notebook right here, I just looked through all of these, and there is a lot of pages, my friends. What was this one? So this one was one of my early animes that actually did fail. And then I got to this one. It really just freaking, I don't know, dude. It failed, man. It failed. Like, this one I'm looking at only has like 3 episodes. I don't know. I really don't know. And there's one I haven't worked on here yet. But I need to know, viewers, that if you want to see after Master of the Tentacles, if you want to see my third side Resident Evil story, because, like I said in the calibrated room, my second side Resident Evil story that is a part of the Resident Evil universe, but not the main storyline. Because I respect the lore and of the main storyline of Resident Evil and how it goes in order, etc., I keep my side stories of Resident Evil in the RE universe aside, because it ain't part of the main storyline, it's just side stories. So I need to know if you guys want to see RE Through the Looking Glass, which is my third one, or if you want to see Black is Fear, which was a really early one. I mean, it's the pages here, I'll show you before we get into this. The pages are like all rusty and stuff, you know. At least from what I'm looking at. I don't know if you guys can see that. But yeah, there's so much that we need to like do in my stories. So much that has not come to the channel yet. Anyways, with all that babbling and update stuff done, I shall say my intro, because I don't count that as an intro. Just is update stuff. So, hello everyone. Saki Nakata, Stuff Violent Anime 2023 here. You know what to do for the 4 options. Like the video, subscribe, comment, hit the bell notification so you're notified for new content on the channel. They are optional. You don't have to. But I do recommend the bell notification, and I recommend subscribing. And welcome to Season 1, Part 2 of my 122nd horror anime story, Master of the Tentacles. Rated R for language, blood, gore, and scary moments ahead. Viewer discretion is advised, and let's get straight into it. Alright. Guys, go check out the, first part of Season 1 so you know where we are in the story. We, just finished up Chapter 2. A lot of crazy stuff went down in that chapter. I mean, yeah, it was kind of crazy. Alright. I don't really think there's a need for a recap, so to say. So, if you guys have watched Season 1, Part 1 already, then here we go. If you have not, go check it out right now. Click up this video and go check out Season 1, Part 1 before you watch this one. This is the finale of Master of the Tentacles. Let's get straight into it. Alright. Chapter 3. Cat Evia attacks Dennis with the tentacles within her. Yeah, it's about to get really weird. Alright, here we go. As Dennis had heard a loud noise at his door, like a bang or a bam of a gun. Instead, it was not a gun. It was a terrifying sight of horror. It was a nightmare that kicked down his front door. As he grabbed a knife, he stood in fear and said, "Juliet, what happened to you?" "I'm not Juliet. I'm a cat. I am Cat Evia. Now die." As Cat Evia had rolled her eyes into her head, 5 gray, large tentacles came out from Cat Evia's mouth. 2 tentacles had smacked Dennis to the floor against the couch. As he fell on the floor backwards and dropped the knife, as Dennis had felt 2 of the tentacles wrap around his legs, he reached for his knife while being dragged to be eaten. He cut the tentacles as they unwrapped from his 2 legs. All 5 tentacles went back in Cat Evia's mouth and in her belly, going down her throat into her belly. As Dennis ran to Kaiichi's house and got in, he had told and explained most of the stuff, but in the meantime, as Cat Evia's full purple eyes unrolled, she went to her house and passed out on her bed. But at that time in night, Kaiichi and Dennis locked every single door in his house, as Dennis had info of a description to explain what just happened. But now, we go back to present time for a bit. And that is Chapter 3 done. Chapter 4, Kaiichi and Dale have a different talk for a few minutes. And it kind of is a few minutes. It might not seem like it, but it is kind of a few minutes for this off-topic talk. For whatever reason it happened, I don't know. Present time at the diner. "So just for a few minutes, Kaiichi, can I ask to talk about something? If not, that's okay." No. It's alright, Dale. Or wait. No. Not that. Your name isn't Dale. Your name is Jair. Jair Kayashiki, right?" said Kaiichi, as his eyes were shaking with a smile of madness, As he leaned forward, Jair fell against his seat with a face of terror. How the hell did you know? And what's wrong with your face? Your eyes are shaking as if you're on drugs. And that smile of horror and madness. What the hell are you? What's wrong with you? Are you okay, Kaiichi? Said Jair, as Kaiichi had came back to his senses to reality. As he felt dizzy, he vomited on the diner floor against his seat, and then took a breath. With a face of calmness, Kaiichi said, I know that looked like me, but it was not me. You see, I have an evil entity in me named Kaiicha. But if we get into this story a bit more, you'll find out how it happened, said Kaiichi with a look of stress. 2 days later into the past, at Kaiichi's house. Okay, Dennis. How are we gonna kill Juliet? God, I don't even want to do this. But I have to. I have to kill her. She's not a friend anymore. She's a horror of a monster. Just a horror plaguing this world and walking it in human form. She's a monster not of this world, and she's not even our friend anymore, said Kaiichi as he cried with a face of anger as Dennis and Kaiichi ran outside into the backyard. Kaiichi put both hands on his eyes and looked up into the sky and yelled, Juliet! You know what you are now? Not a friend. Just a damn fucking bitch of a monster! And as Cat Evia showed up, Dennis felt scared as Kaiichi aimed a gun at her and looked at her with a face of rage. And as she had turned into a huge plant with 20 tentacles, both Dennis and Kaiichi were about to fight a huge plant with 20 gray thorny tentacles. It's not her anymore. It's an alien. I've read of this. A parasite that will get into your mind. An alien named Plant 412. It must die. I'm with you there, Kaiichi. Chapter 4 done. Chapter 5, Dennis and Kaiichi versus Plant 412 in Kaiichi's backyard. In his backyard? How big is his backyard? Okay, Dennis. Take this bomb and this knife to protect yourself, but keep the bomb for a later time. It could possibly weaken it. I have a gun, a pistol. You keep that knife for your own defense. I'll keep this gun. Let's kick this monster to a pulp, said Kaiichi as Dennis and Kaiichi ran to the monster. Dennis used a special drug in a spray of oxygen chloride. This special drug is called XC/10. Like a exclamation point, you know what I mean. So it's just called XC10. He used it to weaken the monster. As the monster stopped moving for a bit, Dennis faced Kaiichi, looking at him and his back faced to the monster, and said, That's it. It was too easy. Huh? Oh God, Dennis. Wait. Oh God. Dennis, watch out! At that moment, Dennis got impaled from behind with 2 of the thorny tentacles out of the 20 gray and thorny tentacles. One in the gut, the other in the chest where his heart was. His heart was punctured, destroyed. As Dennis gave a yell, he was released from the tentacles and fell to his knees, and then fell to the left and rolled on his back dead, facing upwards, with a lifeless look. "Dennis! No! Huh? Gah! Ouch! Let go of my arm! I said let go! Gah!" At that moment, Kaiichi dropped his gun as the tentacle around his right arm pulled him to the ground, facing forward. Kaiichi gasped with pain as a bit of blood sprayed on him. His right arm was ripped off and landed behind him. As Kaiichi stood up, he grabbed onto his right stub as it bled. He gave a loud yell, and then, with a face of anger and pain, Kaiichi was taken over by an entity named Kaiichia. As his eyes turned fully black, he had clenched his fingers on his left hand and said, "Payback time now. Now die, bitch." As he grinned with evil, he had blown up the monster with a huge pink demonic laser from the sky and passed out due to blood loss after killing the monster, and sent it to hell. Present day. 3 days later in Los Angeles at Kaiichi's house. Well, after that backstory of that horrifying summer, 2 days ago, I killed Jair. He was not a journalist named Dale. He was an undercover FBI agent, and if I didn't kill him, all this information would have got out into the world. I bet that's what he wanted. And so, I ate him. Every last bit. He was good. At least I regrew my right arm again, thanks to eating him, said Kaiichi, as he hung up Jair's skull, as his eyes turned bright red with hate. Season 1, entire anime done, rated R, and that's Chapter 5 done. And it doesn't even say ending song 1, it just says ending song, because there's nothing. It was just one season. But let me know down in the comments below what you thought of this horror anime story, and, well, etc. Right after the ending song. Let's get straight into it. Ending song, Mikala Ra, We Are The.
Like on the past fatality, many left to die. We are the savior, who is Kaiichia, a soul within the rabbit hole. Yourself is lost, the world will be red blood soon. We are the dark savior of Mikala Ra. Pain in your head, now you walk above the dead. We can be a doll like ya, Master Mikala Ra. Mikala Ra, savior of hell. No one is left but you. Who is Kaiichi, who is the fucking gold of Lord of Darkness. We are the dark savior of Mikala Ra. Cut my eyes out, Ringer goes. I am. Who am I? The servant of hell. Who is Kaiichi? And who is Kaiichi-cha? We are not God. We fall. Now wake up. Ragafaka damned soul ringer. We are the dark death. To be saved, to cry out like a cross. Hold your cross, hold your cross. Pray to God it's not your time to die. Blood rush or sexuality. We are the savior of Mikalara. Cut my eyes out, ringer goes, I am the servant. Who is Kaiichi and who is Kaiichiya? We are the not gotta, we fall. We fall, so now wake up, Ragaya. We must be saved from this world because we are.
And that is it. That is my 122nd horror anime story. Now a part of the anime universe in general. Just like all my other ones that I've uploaded. Except for the few that I have not. And the many that I have not. But we'll get to that in good time. Just hang in there. Hold your roll. Slow it down. Yeah, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Not gonna lie, I thought it was pretty good. I thought the story of it that I did was pretty good. If you guys don't know what it's about, if you haven't figured it out why it was going from present to past, if you guys haven't figured out who was telling the story of the past, it was Kaiichi, obviously. We know that Dale, or Jair, was not a journalist. He was a part of the FBI agency, and etc. It was all really messed up. Although that's not surprising coming from the anime universe. However, I really do hope you guys have enjoyed this. If so, like the video, comment, subscribe. And comment who your favorite character was in the comment section down below. So yeah, and you can also hit the bell notification so you're notified for new content on the channel. Very very recommended along with subscribing. But you know they're all optional to you. Just four options. Anyways, this has been Saki Nakarusa Violent 2 Anime 2023 here. And all of that said, viewers, I'll see all of you in the next video. Peace out. Bye-bye.